Henny G, don't come again. I know it's been a really long time. I'm actually really sorry. Woo! It's kind of hot in here. So I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry about the delay. I promise that I don't keep on being consistent. I'm still on this road, you know. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get back on this road. Okay? There ain't no stopping. There ain't no turning back. But yeah, so today I decided to do a video. It's not, I wouldn't say it's sad. It's actually kind of happy because I came out of it. But yeah, basically I'm going to be talking about how I came out of depression. A lot of people won't actually think that I was like in that type of scenario before. But friends that you think are strong, let me tell you, it's not easy. Like, I'm being so for real. The friends that you would actually, the people that you would least expect, the people that you actually least expect are the people that are going through it. And I'm being so serious. Like, you wouldn't even imagine. Like, you would see some people, you think that they have like the perfect life, whatever, they have this, they have that, they have this. When deep inside, they're actually hurting. It's actually something serious. Like, I personally did. No one expects they're gonna go through depression. But I feel like my own depression was like, I feel like I later diagnosed myself after I've already come out of it. If that makes sense. At the time I was in denial. Like, I really didn't want to think that I was in depression, or like I didn't want to even put myself in that category. Because I thought like, no, there's no way I just feel like the way I am, the way my personality is, the way I am, I didn't think that I could be in depression, but I was actually in depression. I started going into depression when I was around the age of 10. It was around the age of 10 actually. It wasn't like a thing where you would really notice, because I actually really knew how to hide it. I didn't really like show anybody like any signs, like, oh, maybe Chris is no. Like, you would actually never think, like, you would actually not know unless I told you by mouth. Like, there's no way that you would see. And that's another thing, like, the people that are best at hiding it, those are your real targets that you need to really look after. People are like, the people that are really going through it, they hide it the best. I'm being so serious. You wouldn't even think that somebody that you know, someone that you think is always happy, jubilant. Someone's always happy, jubilant. You know, you wouldn't think that they'd be going through stuff like that until they actually come and tell you the things that they've gone through, and you'd be like, dang, like, I really wouldn't have guessed, like, things like that. I feel like us, like, people like me, like, that are very like happy all the time, we kind of force ourselves into like not coming out like and telling and like saying that we're depressed. We kind of say like, we're like, well, everybody already has this assumption of me that I'm like I'm always a happy person, and I don't want to ruin that assumption because maybe people might distance themselves from me and stuff like that. So you just start like really keeping it to yourself. Like you don't even see a chance of you actually telling somebody like about what you're going through or anything like that, just because you want to hide, you want to avoid like isolation. You don't want to lose friends, because some people don't really know how to deal with depression, and once they come across somebody that is going through depression and they don't know how to help, they kind of backslide and distance themselves from the person because they don't know how to do with it, and they don't want to be put in such an awkward situation. Like, it's just human nature. That's how selfish human nature is. It's not you really want to isolate yourself from them, but you don't know how to help them. So you just find yourself distancing yourself from them. It's actually mentally draining too. It's very mentally draining. I personally felt like there was so much that I had to do like, throughout the day. The whole adding an extra layer of happiness, being happy and stuff like that. And when I mean extra layer of happiness, if that doesn't make sense, it means like I'm naturally happy as a person. Naturally I'm outgoing. I'm always talkative, all that. But I add an extra layer to like distract myself from like even trying to tell someone that I'm depressed or something like that. Like, I tried to like build thick skin. I could say it's almost relatable to thick skin, but it's really not thick skin. It's like I'm trying to just add extra layer just to block it out of my mind, so it's like not even there. And I go throughout the whole day, come home, and you're just like, the mentally, emotionally, and physically draining. It's like, and sometimes you feel like not even like faking it anymore. You just feel like just going out and just be like, okay, don't talk to me, like literally, like you don't talk to me, like I'm so serious, like I'm not in the mood, I was never in the mood. No, it's just like you just feel like doing that sometimes, but then start thinking like maybe people really distance themselves from me and stuff like that, and then you end up just going back to the fake you. It kind of twisted my childhood a little bit. I had a normal childhood like everybody else, but it's just that like I didn't really know how to deal with it. Like I really didn't know. Yeah, that's the honest truth. I didn't know how to deal with it, for being honest. I thought that maybe over time it would just like fade out, like wear out, like I'll just like get over it, something like that. But no, let me tell you, like as you continue to mature and you continue to see and you continue to encounter the world, it's going to get worse unless you don't, like if you don't deal with it, it's going to get worse. You might feel like, oh yeah, I'm just because I'm a kid, like, everybody goes through this time, everybody's going through this, all teenagers go through this, hormones are changing, no. You have to like, if you don't deal with it face to face, you're going to experience it later. It's going to continue to grow, and you're going to actually get deeper into the depression. You'll actually get to a point where you actually really, like, you need serious help. I'm being so serious. I wouldn't say like I didn't have people around me. It's kind of funny. It's like out there, people really think like, oh, Chris, like, how can you be depressed? Like, you have so many friends. This is not me now, because like I'm out of it now. But like back then, they'll be like, oh, Chris, like, you have so many friends. Like, how can you be depressed? Like, what are you depressed about? You have this, you have that. You should not be depressed. There's a difference between having friends and talking to people. There's a lot of people where people would just assume that like they have so many friends because they just know how to talk to people. Some people just know how to talk to people, and I personally, growing up, I've always been the talkative one. I know how to talk to, like, I'm like a social butterfly. Like, I can talk to anybody, make friends with somebody in 2 seconds. Literally, like, but that doesn't mean that, like, I had someone to, like, as of now, I have people that, actually, like, check up on me. I have people that, I can talk to about anything, or I feel like I can talk to about anything, like friends that I have now. Like, then I really didn't have friends. I just had people that I talked to all the time, like going like out there. When I came home, that was it. You wouldn't see anybody come home and visit me. You wouldn't see anybody say, oh yeah, I'm going to go see Chris, or I'm going to Chris's house. You do not see that, unless it was cousins or family. People like to put on that whole I don't need friends, or I don't need friends look, but deep inside, they know they need somebody to talk to. It's very therapeutic to have somebody to talk to, whether it's your friend or what. There's some things that you can tell family that you won't tell friends, and there's things that you tell friends that you won't tell family. And I feel like, especially like as of now, like, as young adults, like there's some things that I can't even tell my parents, even like despite the fact that they've been in my age area before. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna understand exactly what I'm going through. Especially in this day and age, as generations are beginning to evolve, things are not the same like they were back then when they were a kid. Probably wouldn't have been going through the things I've went through if I had somebody to talk to, like, during that time. The only person that really talked to was God, if I'm being honest. That man has been there for me. That man has seen me through thick and thin. That's why I know, but like, if I'm being honest, nothing can shake me from God, because honestly, people that, like, nobody was there with me when it was just me. That's the honest truth. Nobody else was there for me except him. Family was there, but to have somebody actually there, it was, I always like give thanks back to him, because honestly, if it wasn't for him, yeah, I would have been a mess. There'll be some times where you would feel like you're coming to a point where you feel like you can tell somebody, and then as soon as you want to tell somebody, it's like something just knocks you back down. You end up not even saying what you had to say. Like, you end up not even having the courage to come out and say somebody needs to help me. And those type of times, like, at those points, I think at those points in everybody else's eyes that doesn't really know what you're going through, those are your happiest moments, when it's really not. I feel like as time went on, I started like learning more about myself. Even in the depression, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that not everybody is there for you. Not everybody is going to be there for you. You learn the ins and outs of you. You learn your weaknesses. That's a big one. Whew. You learn the things that actually break you. Like, even though you will try to act as if it doesn't really affect you, but it's actually breaking you. You learn the things that really don't affect you. You learn how strong you are. Actually, it came to a point where the friends that I really needed at the time when I was like in depression, they weren't there. So the only people I really had were my siblings, my parents, and God. It was really hard because like not everybody can open up to their parents about everything. So it was actually like a process. It didn't happen in just one day. Let me just tell you all that I actually had to like sit down, acknowledge that I need to tell my parents something. I really wrote a journal on how I'm going to tell them this. Yeah, I did it. I did though. And I got through it. And my parents actually like, I think they're the ones that actually really helped me. Like, told me some things about myself that I really didn't know. I really didn't know, but I didn't know at the same time. I just became like best friends. That's why I literally call my parents my best friends, because those are the people that actually helped me find me and helped me come out of what I was going through. So definitely, depression is really suppressed in the African community. You don't hear about it. You just hear about it small. I mean, some people try. Let me not even try to like put everyone under the bus. Some people try to do it, but it only reaches a certain level. It doesn't reach the level that's supposed to be. The amount of attention that is necessary for that type of topic isn't given. As I came out of depression, it was surrounding myself with people that I knew would help me, like my parents, like I said earlier, my siblings, my parents, God. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Like, I feel like the biggest relief in my whole coming out of depression process was telling somebody. The process of actually emotionally and mentally coming out of depression is far more easier than you telling somebody, because like I said earlier, your ego, your pride, the way you've already put yourself out in the world, you don't want people to look at you like that. But once you get past that stage and you tell somebody, I'm telling you, the amount of relief you're going to feel. Definitely surrounding myself with people that loved me. Reading books, not gonna lie. I read a lot of books. I used to be a bookworm. Now, it's just, maybe I'll just take a glance of a book and then put it to the side. But I used to be a book, like when I was like going through it, I was reading so many books, if we're being honest. Reading books, like just reading books about like self-character, self-development. But yeah, the biggest step to really come out of it is telling somebody. That would be the biggest step. And that would actually like be like the stepping stone of you getting out of it, and you'll be, the rest of the process is very, it's not easy, but it's easier. It's less harder than what you would have to go through. If any of y'all are like depressed, or like you think you're depressed, maybe you watch this video and you're like, wow, maybe I am depressed and stuff like that. Like, I don't take this thing as a joke. I really don't. Please, if you're actually feeling some type of way and you don't have to tell anybody, my social media is down below. Please reach out, like contact me. Feel free to DM me, whether it's on Twitter or it's on Instagram, or if you want to Snapchat me, I'll put myself, everything. Like, please, I'm begging you, please message me. I don't like, feel more than free actually to message me. I'm begging you. I'm not a hard person to talk to. I'm not that mean. People think I'm mean. I'm really not that mean. I'm actually a very nice person. If you know anybody that this video might help, please share it with them. If you like this video, please like this video. Make sure you comment and subscribe. So I'm going to be very consistent from now on. I know I think I tried. I think I was just liking it just a little bit. Hit the bell button to get notifications. See y'all in the next video. Bye. Bye.